of the Travellers Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn it into a victory, well, you never lost, did you?
Club up. I like this play.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. He's staring down a birdie putt here.
A chance to make a birdie just slides by. The second, a short par 4 playing up the hill, just 345 yards.
How aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take driver out and try and get it up to the front edge, or are you going to lay it back with a long iron? That are the two thoughts that players must face. Second shot into a minuscule green with a pot bunker on the left-hand side that could be the meanest one on the golf course.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Lining up the birdie putt here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? In she goes. Let's head to the next. The players will face themselves with their first legitimate test at TPC River Highlands, the par 4 third.
Dog leg from right to left. Just avoid those bunkers both right and left. And there's not a single one up there on that green. This green is fairly flat with runoffs on all sides of this green. It's a wonderful design.
From around 140 yards here. Just needs this one to kick right. Good shot there. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
This one looking really good.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And that impressive young man, Will Zalatoris, currently leads this one. The fourth hole of TPC River Highlands certainly asks for a longer shot, Rich.
Danger here is leaving your tee shot out to the right in the trees and the bunker. If you hit it down the left-hand side, expect a much longer second shot.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. From around 180 yards out. Only a few shots off the pace. Going with the 7. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. Shame it didn't drop. And that putt will drop. Well done. He's currently tied for 10th. The par 3 5th is no snack either, particularly at the distance of 230.
That's its only defense here, Luke. The green is fairly flat, has a couple of bunkers up there surrounding it, but to be fair, at 230 yards, it's a pretty simple, straightforward, long par 3.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Oh, just missed. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And there it is. He's in a share of 10th position. The sixth as the first of our par fives, and at 586 playing slightly downhill, Rich. Players should be enticed to go for this green in two.
Most players in this field will be looking to knock it on in two. Tee shots want to favor the right-hand side to shorten up the hole ever so slightly. The second shot will be semi-blind, taking it over some bunkers and some mounds to a green that runs from right to left. Bunker front left and a runoff area over on the right-hand side. Shouldn't be too much of a bother for most of these players.
Love coming to TPC River Highlands every year, Rich. I think if there's one event that goes above and beyond for its players, it's this one. There seems to be an extra feel of something, special at the Travelers Championship.
Well, they do have the umbrella that is red as their logo, but it seems like this tournament rolls out the red carpet for these players. It comes off the heels of a major, so most of these players are looking for a little bit of a decompression mode for a few days, and they get it here. It's just one of these golf courses that it's right in front of you. It poses some difficulty, but in all reality, it's not overly difficult. You do have to hit some proper shots here and there, but it seems awfully simple compared to what they had to face last week. So when they get here to TPC River Highlands, they're in a different kind of mode. Like, they're relaxed, they're looking at making birdies finally, because they didn't make any last week, and they're trying to just get into a really nice rhythm and kind of out of what they experienced the week before.
The par 4 seventh, just under 450 yards in length, Rich. Two just accurate shots needed here.
Just a straightaway drive and a straightaway second shot will get it done 8 days a week on this hole. The second shot, though, into a green that has 2 tiers on it. If you're not on the correct tier in 2, you're going to face a difficult putt.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Wow, what a shot. That was a great shot at the right time.
Yes, gotta think that's a certain birdie from there.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, that had eyes for a lovely shot. And he dances his way to the top 10 after that delightful shot. And it's Will Zalatoris in top spot. The 9th is a par 4, right on 400 yards, Rich. But recently, players have been a little bit more aggressive off the tee.
Players are trying to take all the bunkers in the fairway out of play by taking driver and hitting it over the right-hand one. From there, players will have a very simple second shot to a green that's very bland. There's just not much to it. This is a great birdie opportunity.
A tie for 4th place if you can hold this putt. That's their 4th birdie. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. And as we transition into the back 9, Rich, what are you seeing out there so far?
2 strokes off the lead with 9 to go, Luke. They're going to need to put something special together.
Tee shot is looking good here. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. He's 2 shots back. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That got a little out of control, I think.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Sitting at 3 under par, currently in 4th position. This next putt is for bogey. That will work. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader.
Downhill par threes, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. What are we looking at for this putt, Henning?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot.
Rich, the 12th, the par 4, measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
Grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they are really not a big bother, so try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival Harold Varner III has a worthy competitor this week.
Was that a good line? Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in.
Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich. But there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly, just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Setting up miles from the hole.
Okay, steady now.
A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
This one has eyes for the hole. The whole hole will take the birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
It's always a good view playing from an elevated position to the green. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That was a beauty.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt.
Good opportunity for a fast finish with just 4 holes to go.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 5 under. And that makes him tied for first.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. And he's down there. You got to read.
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
That was a gallant attempt. 3 feet to go here to the hole. The putt drops now at 5 under, heading down the stretch.
Inching their way closer to the top of that leaderboard. Can't afford any mistakes from here on in.
It's finished with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Not bad.
Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard.
Could use it with only 2 holes remaining.
That hurts. Easy par that. Just one off the lead after that hole. With this lake that is a real feature here in the closing holes of TPC River Highlands. Comes into play also off the tee at 17.
The most intimidating shot on the golf course, the tee shot here at 17. Bail left, you could find the bunkers, and if you bail right, you better bring your waders.
Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
Great opportunity here for him to drop this putt and get closer to the lead.
I really hope this one drops for him.
But what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And that will take him to 6 under. Finds himself in a share of the lead.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
All right, Rich, you know the scenario. Time for first place as we begin the final hole.
Luke, there's some anxious moments out there. It would not shock me at all to see this go to a playoff.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards, what a drive that was.
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
And that's how you roll the rock.
That's a tremendous performance around TPC River Highlands. The most birdies made, and now your Travels Championship winner.
And an outstanding win for this player.